The art of getting things done the right way and being able to master a skill is something that people usually reserve for superhumans, or you think of a celebrity and they seem like a god as opposed to just a normal everyday human like you or me. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 separate books that when you combine them together will give you the ability to focus deeply and create systematic, excellent works of art that stand the test of time. Cody P with the Author Authority. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this is something you're interested in. I'll be having new content out with you, give or take a week. Book number 1, my most life-changing book that I read in 2019, Deep Work by Newport. And so the reason this book is so influential to me is because of my very short attention span. That's correct. I'm always looking at other places. Humans are known to have attention spans of goldfish now, or actually even shorter, as the statistics say. This Deep Work book, Cal Newport begins it by saying technology is coming for our jobs. A lot of basic labor positions are going to get replaced, and anything that's slightly below high level, machines are going to be able to start catching on to. The type of humans are going to grow on to be millionaires. And people who have influence are going to be those with attention spans. When somebody can sit and focus on one task at a time for long periods, there's all kinds of benefits to it. You learn better, you get smarter. Cal Newport's first book, or one of his earlier books, was How to Be a Straight A Student. And what he noticed during those studies is that a lot of students, actually the top tier of students, got better grades but spent less time studying than the B grade students. Now, how did they do that? They did that by deep work, by sitting down and focusing and actually blocking off time and hammering out ways to get it done. So Deep Work, I don't recommend it any higher. I think this is, if there was any one, I would pick this one for you to start with in 2019, and boom, on to the next one. The Checklist Manifesto. Now, this one was recommended to me by 2 extremely high-level people. One was Kelly Starrett, and he's with Mobility WOD. He's a CrossFit gym owner. I think he's like the 8th CrossFit gym or something like that. A single-digit CrossFit gym owner who adopted it early. And he's got a checklist for how you should balance your body, the way that you stand, your posture. And in order to know that you're standing correctly and keep an eye on your form, you go through the little checklist. And so I thought that was interesting, and it already had my attention. But then I was also recommended it by RSD Derek. Now, he's not a slightly hardcore fella. He is a high-level, brutal type of person, and he's not here to lie to you. So when he recommends you something like this, you know to take it very seriously. So the book was written by a surgeon, The Checklist Manifesto, Atul Guwande. I couldn't think of anybody who needs a checklist worse than a surgeon. If you're going to cut a human being open and get to know all their organs, you're not going to want to mess any single part of that up. And they noticed that as checklists were introduced into the medical field, the margin of error went way down. And even if you're not that intelligent, you don't have to be any smarter to operate through a checklist and get things done more efficiently and more effectively with a lot less error. So the Checklist Manifesto is a good way to get things done quick and efficiently, and you don't even have to be any smarter. Just implementing a checklist like medical professionals or pilots have a pilot's checklist and co-pilot's checklist, and it helps you work together in a team better. He's got several hero stories in here of planes nearly crashing and then the pilot whipping out the emergency checklist and landing people safely home. And the third book I want to talk about is Perennial by Ryan Holiday. They didn't actually have any copies of it here. I already bought one and it's at home. Well, dang it, I'm at the bookstore. They didn't have a copy of Perennial by Ryan Holiday, but it takes the average paradigm that I've been stuck in for some time now and flips it right on its head. Rather than posting a little bit every day and getting a little work done for a temporary high of feeling good on social media or releasing subpar works just to get them done, Ryan Holiday uses examples like The Shawshank Redemption or Mel's Diner, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. 48 Laws of Power didn't even hit the bestseller list until 10 years after its release date. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. So perennial seller is something that is so good that it actually improves in sales over time. Another one of his examples, and maybe this is why I'm weak for him, but Iron Maiden, and how they've actually outperformed Madonna over the years, a peer of theirs, and their streams, even on modern platforms, are much, much higher because they made perennial music. It wasn't something to just get kind of stuck in the 80s, stood the test of time. It's kind of a handbook on how to really sit down and focus and make one piece of art, and how to get little test groups who will tell you if you're doing well or if you're doing poorly, and how you can utilize short form content, but only so you can recompile it and make your long form content that much better over time. So between those 3 books, I think that's a pretty good head start in being able to master an art or a skill, pretty much anything you want to get done. I do recommend these books for pretty much anybody, but if you combine them and get that synergy going, watch yourself turn into a high level person pretty dang quickly. You'll start to see it everywhere. So Cody P with Author Authority. This is a quick one today. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below. Keeps the channel rocking. Thank you so much. Let me know if you want any other books reviewed. So question of the day is, what did I miss? Is there a 4th book that should be in this category as well? Thank you so much for your time, and I'll catch you on the other one. Links down below. Shit, that was pretty good, actually.